Hello, my name is John Klimek. Just a short history on myself. I'm a pharmacist by trade. I've been a staff member here at NCPDP for the last 12 years. Prior to that, I worked as a pharmacist, actually filling prescriptions. Um, uh, so I understand the need for electronic transactions to take place. Um, I hate to date myself, but when I started pharmacy, we had to fill out universal claim forms. Back then, the insurance claims were somewhat limited. We only had 5 to 10% of the claims which were insurance, but today it's 100% of the claims. We see very few cash claims that are out there. So my heart has always been as a pharmacist helping patients. I evolved from filling prescriptions, making sure that to make sure that NCPDP is an industry. We continue to help support the pharmacists in their clinical roles. In my NCPDP role, I have been involved around making industry mostly aware of our standards and all that we do at NCPDP. We have a lot of standards that have been developed through the years, but a lot of them have not really been used in practice. This is where I see the NCPDP Foundation being an integral part in helping support the use of the standards and also the implementation of those standards. When I first heard of the NCPDP Foundation being formed, I saw this as a great opportunity to help support a research and review process on the use and the non-use of the NCPDP standards. Our members and staff work really hard in creating and modifying our standards. And in many cases, we really don't know how much they are used, if used at all. I'm ready to retire shortly, but I know that I will remain active in some capacity around pharmacy. I have a son, a daughter-in-law, and a niece who are all recent graduates in pharmacy. They work at various levels of pharmacy. My son works in long-term care facility. My daughter-in-law mostly in consulting practices, and my niece more at the hospital level. But each one of them understands the needs for standards and what NCPDP means to them. A lot of times that's what we need to do is sort of reinforce that, especially with graduates that are coming out of pharmacy. They have a lot to understand as far as the clinical process, but a lot of them sometimes don't understand the technical aspects around pharmacy and how much NCPDP is really involved around that. So I see supporting the foundation as my efforts to increase the use of the NCPDP standards, as well as supporting the individuals that use these standards. I think it's really key and essential to support the NCPDP Foundation 1977 effort to help support these grants that come out of the foundation that looks at all of the aspects of our standards to understand where we might need to put more effort in getting that word out to industry that these are available for use. In closing, I really wish that everybody helped support this effort through the 1977 Society. It's a really important factor in the process of healthcare to look at what is being done and what needs to improve. And I think the foundation meets all of those efforts. And here again, this is why I support the 1977 Society. And thank you very much for listening.